Let us now revisit and check what are the key takeaways from the lecture that we have just gone through. As the speed and the direction of motion describe the state of motion of an object, the state of rest is considered to be the state of zero speed. Example, before hitting football, if the ball was at rest and then it was at a speed of zero. An object can be at rest or in motion because both are in states of motion. A force can be experienced only by the effects it can produce in various objects around us. In general, more than one force may be acting on an object. However, the effect on the object is due to the net force acting on it. A force can change the state of motion. The speed and direction of motion of an object describe its state of motion. A rest rubber ball begins to move when a force is applied on it. Similarly, the player applies a force on the stationary football while taking a penalty kick in a football match. The force applied by player makes the football move towards the goal. Force can stop a moving object. As we place our palm in front of a moving ball, it comes to rest. Force can change the speed of moving object. Let us assume a girl is moving on a bicycle at a certain speed. So, if someone pushes the moving bicycle from behind, then the speed of bicycle increases. And if someone pulls the moving bicycle from behind, then the speed of the bicycle decreases. Let us take this into consideration when children competing with one another in moving a rubber tire or ring by pushing it with a small stick. Then the speed of tire goes on increasing as it is pushed repeatedly. Therefore, a force can change the speed of a moving object. Force can change the direction of moving object. An example that comes to my mind is when a ball hits the wall, it gets rebound. That means after striking the wall, it changes its direction. Similarly, let us consider the situation of a cricket match. When a bowler throws a ball towards the batsman hits the ball with his bat and changes the direction of the moving ball. Moreover, if we blow air from our mouth on the smoke rising up from a candle, then it changes the direction of motion of smoke. These examples makes us conclude that force can change the direction of motion of moving objects. Also, force can change the shape and size of an object. In the case of a light spring, firstly, if we pull it with both the ends due to where the shape of the and size of the spring changes. Now, if the force is applied by hands changes the shape and size of the spring, we can say that the force changes the shape of an object. Even when a potter converts kneaded weight into pots, the shape and size of kneaded weight clay changes. Here, the potter applies a force of kneaded weight clay. This kind of example gives us an idea that a force can change the shape and size of an object. Let us now check what questions we might expect from this part. Number 1. In a brief manner, explain the change in the state of motion. The second question might be, briefly mention the effect of force on the shape of an object. The third question that we might expect from the discussion is, state the effect on the direction of moving ball when it is hit by a batsman. Yet another question that we can have is, if two pushing forces acting on a body in opposite direction, then what will be the net force on the object? This brings us to the end of lecture. Still, in case you have queries, please do feel free to write to me at sanyal.shankha@gmail.com. And by now, I believe you all are aware that where you need to send your worksheets. Thank you so much.